3, 2, 1, and we're at episode 30.
Let's get it. We back at it again with the Joe Central. We got your boy Jacob, you got your boy Elgin in here, man. Let's get it, man.
Let's get it. All right. So, this is the 30th anniversary of our first podcast.
Man, that's crazy.
30 freaking podcasts we did, and they've been getting better every time. And I think it's a beautiful thing to watch. We're gonna get into all of that stuff in a minute, talking because we do want to let y'all know about, like, you know, just how it started and where we are now and all of that good stuff. But to start us off, we kind of just want to celebrate a couple milestones that we hit. Episode number 30 is one of the milestones. Bro. I'm very happy that we hit. Big. Yeah, it's crazy, huh? Not only that we did 30, but I mean, like, we actually improved and you know, we started from nowhere and made it somewhere, and it just, you know, we proved a lot to ourselves. And like I said, we're gonna get into that. I can't wait to talk about it, but more so 30th episode, and Elgin has his hands down his best video we've ever seen. He collaborated with Free Water to do the video. So we thank them. Directed by Frankie, was supposed to be on this podcast, but he couldn't make it. Happy birthday to him. You know how that goes. Also, what else we wanted to celebrate? Oh, we got a freaking website. So everybody that's been asking me and Elgin, what do y'all do y'all stuff on? You know, I do it all the time. I'm at work, I'm out in public, I'm talking to people asking me, messaging me on Instagram, where do we get your stuff? Like, you know, I people tell me you do this podcast. I want to check it out. No excuse
no more, bro. We got a website, bro.
Yeah, we're
ninebirdproductions.com. Go ahead, hit it up, man. We got a whole store. We got t-shirts, socks, hoodie, backpacks, man. We're gonna have more coming too.
We got backpacks, man.
Yeah, man. Whatever you want, man. Just go ahead and peep the site out.
Yeah, we got really nice, simple little designs, and they're really cool, really dope, clean designs. Kind of goes with, you know, whatever like way you like to style your shit. You should definitely check the website out and see what kind of merch we got, because our merch is real nice. That's excluded from the merch that you see up here. That's gonna be featured. We'll talk about that in the future. But just as a glimpse of the artwork we're working on, it looks great. KG helped us out with that one, created by KG on Instagram. We're gonna get all these plugs out in the beginning of the podcast, so we can get into the meaty details in a little bit. So to start us off, I think we're gonna go over our new website and let y'all all know what it looks like and how you can use it. Because I mean, if we're trying to get it to be simple for people, we want to show you how to use the thing, man. We don't need you to be confused.
We want to navigate all the way through it, give you a brief tutorial. That way, it's no misunderstanding with the website, man.
Right.
It's really user friendly, very clean, concise, straight to the point. So we're gonna get to it.
I think it's beautiful. So we're gonna go on Safari. It's on my iPad. You could do it on your computer, your phone. We got a mobile version. There's a version for everybody. So I got it bookmarked right here, but you can go up here and just search Nine Bird Productions. ninebirdproductions.com. Make sure you type it out like that. Save it to your favorites. But we're gonna start off right here. Right here we got the motto: for to have faith is to have wings, fly or die. And then as soon as you get on, you can fill out the form, receive a free consultation, and
subscribe to the newsletter.
Yeah, you can subscribe to the newsletter. You can check it, uncheck it, whatever you want to do. It's all up to you. If you're not ready for all of that yet, by all means, hit that X. And then scroll down and see all the other stuff. We got an About Us page. Want to read that? This goes into some detail, and we have a podcast link right here. I'm gonna show you how to get to the podcast link outside of this part right here. But logo for Joe Central Podcast, I think we just think it looks cool, man. So we also have a bunch of
Nine Bird playlists.
Probably the best playlist you're gonna get.
2K on there. Just our best songs that we decided to put on there. for free, man. Y'all can just go ahead and listen to it.
Yeah,
I don't think we getting anything from it, bro. There's no money involved. We just want to, showcase our music, our talents, our passions. You feel me?
Yeah, that's the now that's what I call Nine Bird playlist. That's what that is.
Right.
And then we have a calendar here. We'll update this calendar for you for anybody that wants to you do consultations and book services from me and Elgin, services that we'll go into at toward the end of this tour.
And we'll also put up events like food drives or any other concerts or pop-up shops that we have as well. That way you can come meet us out there.
Yeah, big events support, too. Yeah, check the calendar for events. Always check the calendar for events if you want to know what Nine Bird is up to. Again, the same thing. If you accidentally skipped out in the beginning and you realized you wanted to sign up for a consultation, go ahead. Same little thing here. We got our booking services. Find Your Wings Online Consulting. We're giving you a little bit of sneak peek preview, some free content today on this podcast, kind of on the guidelines of this. We want to help people find their wings, man. We want to help people do what we do if this is what they want to do. We want to help people do what they want to do for the most part. We want people to be able to, because that's what we're doing and that's all we're doing. We're not here trying to, look cool on camera or anything like that. That's not our purpose, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But if you have a passion and you want to succeed and your obstacles have anything to do with not knowing how to start up your own business, not knowing how to start up your own media company, media platform, whether we're talking about YouTube, Twitter, anything online, anything that deals with technology, anything that deals with honestly anything, and you don't know how to start it up on your own because nobody ever taught you, we did the homework and figured it out. And we want to give that knowledge to you. We want to give you the masterclass on how to start up your own thing, so we don't have to deal with all of the the Googling and the trial and error that we had to go through to mess. We done dumped money and stuff that we never even used, and we'd like you to not have to do that. So
just skip the whole process of trying to find a mentor and trying to find the outlets to where you can get the information. We're going to take you straight to the information that you need. I've been doing research daily on different types of online businesses, offline businesses as well. So it really doesn't matter what your passion is. I can find a way to get the information for you and walk you through the entire process. Like, aside from Nine Bird Productions, I also do other things as well, business-wise. So I understand a large scope of projects and industries. So I just want to help people find their purpose, their passion, and then give them a little shortcut to the answer. That way they don't have to go around and around and search all these different things and waste their time. You feel me? We're gonna get right to it, and I'm gonna help you along the way. So
yeah, dude, the shortcuts are huge, man, because it, like I said, there was a lot of trial and error. There's a lot of time wasted, a lot of money wasted in our journey coming up, that we could save you that sort of time and money and just assets and just freedom of thought to not even have to feel binded by things you don't know about. So just from experience, we learned a lot. Research, we learned a lot, and we want to pass that down to you. And that's what our Find Your Wings online consulting is going to be like. Next up, video session with J. Tim. Like I said, learned a lot about videography. You could check out this page and find out if you like our videos, if you like the work that we do for ourselves and you want us to do it for you. You can book that with us. You just click the book it option.
Yep, it's going to give you available times, usually free on the weekends. Really any time on the weekends we can work it out. You'll have our contact information. We can schedule with you. So yeah, just let us know and we'll get it worked out.
Pick your day.
And then we also have the How to Start a Podcast as well.
Yep,
that's really important there.
Yeah,
we're gonna give you a step by step on how we got started. Give you the whole outline blueprint. You feel me? We also are working towards the ebook and online course as well. That way, if you just want to go through the information yourself, do it at your own pace, that's another option for you. But this here will just be a weekly meeting where you can meet up with us, hour 30 minutes, and we'll hold your hand through the whole process, get your outline made for you. You feel me? That way you don't have to, go through the whole process alone. And just like we did, man, we had a lot of time. I'm not gonna say wasted, because we learned a lot in the process. But if we can avoid that for you, that's something that we want to do, because we want to bring value, bro. That's the main premise of Nine Bird, is to bring value to our community. So yeah, that's what we want to do.
Learn it with us, man. And then also photography. If you're not trying to do like, any videos or anything like that, we know how to do photography too, and it'll be the same thing as the video sessions. Just get with us. We'll talk about it. We'll go over it. Real easy going, man. It won't be that big a deal, and we'll get with you on it. Okay, so that was home. You can click home. That's always gonna bring you back right here. Don't know why this video wasn't playing in the beginning. Was scared for a second, but we're good. Nine Bird Productions. You click that, and it opens up a drop-down menu of anything that you might like that we do. Podcasts. Let's start with podcasts. That's Joe Central. That's what you're listening to right now. Elgin Woodside and Jacob Timothy. Got your little what is that called? A freaking
bio description saying
yeah. And then you can go to all the podcasts. They're all listed. Load more. They're all listed. All
you can listen to them directly from the website, so you do not have to go to the individual SoundCloud or Spotify, Apple Music. So
yeah, man, if you don't have any of these apps, like you might not have an iPhone or something like that, maybe you like to listen to stuff on your computer, your work computer maybe, and Spotify and YouTube is blocked on that thing, just go straight to Nine Bird Productions. We'll have the audio and the video there for you. Nice way to bypass any work like Wi-Fi or school Wi-Fi restrictions or anything. Did I skip too far ahead? No. I think I meant to hit YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, so YouTube, Nine Bird Productions, y'all know what it is, and we have videos on videos. This is a live feed stream of every video that we post on our YouTube channel. You can hit next and then go even further. You can go further and further all the way back to our first video. You can click on the video, and these are embedded YouTube links. These are not just video files. You can click right here. You can play the video. Or you can go to YouTube, click that, and open up YouTube, and it'll bring you right to the YouTube channel. So if you do want to go to the YouTube channel, by all means, take yourself there. But do what you want to do, man. Everything's here. There's no hassle with this website. Very easy. Our events page, we'll have that. We'll update that. We don't have any events at the very moment, but we'll update that. So if you hear anything about an event and you're not sure as to what they were talking about, go to Nine Bird Productions, look under events. It'll be there before you hear anything about it. We have a blog. Keep up with our blog. We have a booking. We saw that already. Just another thing for you. Shop. See a couple things we're selling. Like we said, the unisex classic book bag. This thing is fresh. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is a all white and black book bag. Pretty much goes with any sort of style that you might be interested in, however you dress. We got some nice socks, and we got more stuff on the way, y'all. More stuff on the way.
Definitely gonna be more. We just started with a few
the hoodies right people now. Love these hoodies. I get questions about them all the time, so I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all the inside scoop. You can go right to this website and look at it. Don't they look good?
Very smooth.
And a t-shirt, just for shits and giggles, we got a white and a black. Goes with everything. I'm gonna order a white once we're done, because I've been needing a white. Okay, we have a contact page. Drop us a line. Look, if you got more questions outside of what I've gone over today, drop us a line, man. Go to the contact page, hit us up. We got time to talk to you, and we'll get to you. I promise.
That's it, man. Real straight and direct, bro.
Can I was looking for that one thing that I kind of missed earlier. I kind of skipped past it, but where is everybody at?
On this page. Just keep going.
It's on
go
contact?
Go back, nah. Go right here. Yeah. Just right here.
Okay, about us. Yeah. So that's, we'll talk about that in a minute, but that's there. About us, you can look at that, and then you can go to all the members of Nine Bird. If you were wondering who the faces is behind the voices, we don't see this guy a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
We don't see this guy a whole lot. We see this guy a whole lot. We see this guy a little bit, and we definitely see this guy a whole lot. But yeah, Nine Bird Productions. I'm super proud of this in the humblest way possible. I want to thank everybody that took part in our story, took part from the very beginning, put us in a position to where we can feel like we're making safe investments whenever we start this kind of stuff, that we have people that we actually are reaching out to. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. It really is. So thank you to everybody. If it wasn't for you listening to this right now, this website wouldn't exist, and we wouldn't be able to give you all of this content. So thank you so much for being a part of it. This is a two-way street, and we love the fact that y'all are driving on the same road. So
exactly, man. We couldn't do this without all the support from everybody, man. I just want to thank y'all for everything up to here, bro, because this is about to be a global brand, bro. And the fact that you got involved this early, bro, we're gonna remember that. And trust me, it's always gonna come back to you for that. So
we gonna remember you. If you listening right now, in the middle of April, we gonna remember you.
For sure. Man, let's go ahead and get into these little topics real quick, man. Let's talk to people about how we got started, and just help them out on how they can get started as well, just based on our story. I know in high school we used to do a lot of the Snapchat and Instagram and Twitter, and just make a whole bunch of funny jokes. At first, Nine Bird was really just a joke from a Young Thug song. With that video, bro, when he was like, "I just hit for Nine Bird, what am I do with it?" Bro, that was like where we came up with the idea, bro, and that's really what stemmed off to our love for entertainment, music, and things of that nature. I know back in high school, me and Jacob made a song together, a remix to "No Lie" from Drake and Drake and 2 Chainz, bro. That was a funny ass song, and bro, that's how we got started, man. At first, it was really just a joke, and we just didn't think much of it. We thought we were just living our life, young kids having fun. We just wanted to be rebellious, really, and just show our talents and our creativity. And then whenever we went to college, we got split up. I think Jacob and Jared went to UL. I ended up going to Alabama for college, so the brand kind of died off at that point. But you know how God worked. He brought us all back together in the same vicinity, and that sparked that interest back up, and we were able to build something amazing, something that we probably all didn't really imagine at this point. And just the fact that we were able to do that, coming from where we came from, we didn't have any role models to look up as far as building a brand like this, man. We really just figured it out on our own, and there's a huge testament to all of us for the work ethic and all the research and time and hard work that it took to do it. And I just want to say thank you to Jacob, thank you to everybody in Nine Bird for sticking with it and having faith in the vision, you feel me? So I'm gonna let Jacob talk about his experience on how he got started with it. So
first off, thank you too, bro. I mean, we at your house on your couch using your laptop, watching videos on your TV, and you put as much skin into this as anybody I've ever seen put into something, and I thank you so much for putting I could tell you believe in it. I could tell you willing to go down and do whatever you got to do to get to it. But all of that sappy shit out the way. This is how I felt about it. Look, we was a couple kids going to high school, had somewhat of a idea of what we wanted to do in life when we graduated. Definitely didn't think music was an option. Definitely didn't think making videos was an option. Definitely didn't think that like this was an option. You know what I mean? definitely didn't think owning my own business was an option. I mean, at the time when we made that song, I mean, the reason it was a joke to us was because it was a joke. It was like some like stuff like that is like sort of a joke to people, and it's sort of a like it sounds like something that people don't actually do. We kind of live under that stigma of people that want to do what they actually want to do and break free from just falling into the line of working and working under somebody else and doing things that you might not want to do. God bless the people who love what they do. Never take that away from you. But there's a lot of people like us that wanted to do a little more and go a little outside and make entertainment for people, and mostly want to help people. I didn't really know how much I wanted to help people at that age, but I did want to entertain people. I wanted to make them laugh, and we did that in very small ways when we were kids. I mean, that's kind of brought us together. We made songs together, made little videos together. People at school would laugh and tell us about it and talk about it and stuff like that. And that would bring joy to my day every single day, and it would bring joy to them. I mean, it's a win-win situation. So it just felt like for a long time, if we're loving this and doing this, is there a way to make it viable? Is there a way to make it support itself?
Lifestyle,
yeah, because the thing is gonna if it's something that you're gonna put a lot of time and effort into, it's gonna have to float. It's gonna have to hold its own weight, and we can't something that you like, if you can make it into something that sustains itself, you just like it way more because you ain't gotta deal with oh man, I'm wasting all this money doing something that I like. No, you don't have to. So we got into, like he said, we went to college, kind of separated for a while, but I always had this in the back of my mind that I felt like if I was gonna do something like that, these would be the guys I would hit up. Me and Jared talked about it a lot. College distracted us, I'm not gonna lie. We were young kids first getting into college, and when I tell you, if you think you above falling into the college thing, trust me, it is tempting. And a lot of people, and that's what we did. We kind of had a lot of fun. It wasn't really focused on goals and stuff like that. Going through classes. I was in a major that I didn't really care about. Finally, I changed my major to something I do care about. Kind of for the same reason, because I didn't think fitness and human performance would be something that I could make a career out of, and now it's starting to look like the opposite of that, and I'm really happy about that. But the one thing that taught us that it could work is trying it out. Nobody told us that it would work. Nobody convinced us to do it. It was really just I made the word Nine Bird Productions back in around 2017, I believe. Made a YouTube channel, didn't really know what to post on it. We posted a silly little song, and it wasn't until I think 2019-ish where we started all settling down after this guy graduated. I found me an apartment in Hammond, and everybody kind of settled down and stopped moving so much and stopped being so busy. So we were like, look, this would be a great time for us to try out those things that we know we wanted to do back in the day. And we didn't really know what the first thing to start with was, because we're kind of into everything. We make music, make videos. We didn't know if we wanted to do skits, make albums, make music videos. And then I just told Elgin, I was like, look, if we know what we want to do is just talk to people and get our opinions out there and get a word out there, get a voice out there, the best thing to do, and honestly the simplest thing to do, would be start a podcast. We started it without any video. We would just talking into microphones, little USB microphones that we found laying around from just buying them for making music purposes and stuff like that. I had a blue Snowball. He had a little Yeti, and we would hook him up to the computer, talk in them, have conversations, and people enjoyed it. What do you freaking know? If people enjoy you in real life, chances are they're gonna enjoy you over the airwaves. You're not a different person, and it's not crazy to think that somebody would get on their phone and listen to you. It's honestly more it's actually the least crazy thing to think nowadays, because things are changing so much. I don't think people are really too worried about the super popular people nowadays, and I think people are much more willing to give chances to local artists and local entertainers more so than ever. And
yeah,
so,
bro, you can make a podcast about anything, honestly. Because if you look at the first episode of this podcast and then now, I mean, I feel like it was just as entertaining, but we definitely have a way better structure now. And we really wasn't talking about anything other than what we talk about when we talk on the phone. So
yeah,
you could really just record a conversation that you're having with a friend. Like Jacob said, bro, we used to just talk on the phone about different topics all the time. And then we were just like, bro, like, why wouldn't we make a podcast together? I mean, we both listen to podcasts. I was like, bro, like, why? Like, what's stopping us from doing that? Like,
I like what you said to me. You like what I said to you. So
right,
why wouldn't
like,
other people like what we're saying to each other?
Exactly.
It's a mentality that we probably had for a while, and wanted to just really say, you know what, this is dumb. This is dumb to think that nobody would listen to us. Nobody would care about us. Because even if they don't, then what's the loss? Right. Because if you make something, especially something that easy as a podcast, if you make it and put it out there, you had fun. I mean, look, people say this about the casino all the time. They go to the casino, and if they don't make no money, at least they have fun. But this is actually way less of a risk than a casino, and you have a whole lot of fun doing it. And if people like it, then that's your green light to do it more, and to maybe spend more money on it, and to maybe go further into it if you feel like that's what you want to do.
But I feel like a lot of people want to make a podcast, but it's just getting past that mental barrier of them thinking that people want to hear what they want to say, and getting past that mental barrier of like camera shy, or they don't want to be in the spotlight. A lot of people don't want to be in the spotlight talking. I mean, I know I didn't really want to do it back in the day, but then once you keep doing it and be consistent with it, bro, you're gonna become comfortable with it, because it's repetition.
It turns into like nothing, dude. It doesn't even, it's nothing anymore. Like, and I'll tell you, from somebody who was like, I don't know, like, how do you sit? Like, what, like, do you sit a certain way? Are you supposed to, fix your face right? Are you supposed to speak
just be
with
yourself, bro? Just be authentic, and people gonna see that through the camera, bro. You can't really care about what people think of you or what people perceive you as, because that's out of your control. I mean, you can carry yourself a certain way, be presentable, but like at some point, that person is either gonna like you or hate you, bro. It's gonna be it's really up to them. You can't force anybody to like you. They might think that you're so good that they don't fucking like you, so it's really out of your control. And it got to the point where our families, I know Jacob had experience, I had an experience where people listened to our podcast in our family and they disapproved of it. But that's not gonna stop me from saying what I think is right, or saying what I believe is right, or doing whatever I want to do with my life. Just because your parents don't approve of what you're doing 100% doesn't mean that you should stop. That gives you more reason to keep going, honestly, because our parents, their natural instinct is to keep us safe, and the only reason why they're saying most of the things is not because they don't believe what you're saying. It's just because they're afraid of the repercussions that society may have for the things that you said. And that's just a fear-based mechanism. So for us to act out of fear and not out of our true self, bro, I'm not bringing my best value to you, because I'm afraid if I do that.
What example would I be?
If I'm living outside the box and living the way that I believe in my mind and the way that I see the world, then I can give you my true 100% authentic self. So
and I think that's what the world needs, and that's the world needs it because it hasn't had it. And the world is always going to be scared of what it doesn't understand, and in new things, everything is new, especially nowadays. You've seen how much times have changed. You probably, even if you're 17 years old, you could think back when you were 12, and you know that the world you're living in is different. It's different than what it was in 2015. It's different than what it was in 2017. It's crazy how fast times are changing. And a big portion of that is, yes, I do want to stress that it's not a good idea to go after something with the wrong intentions in mind. Like he said, fear is one of them. If you act on fear, you're not doing anything for your best interest. You're doing whose best interest is the person that's making you scared, or the thing that's making you scared, or the thing that's instilling that fear in you. Revenge is another one too. I hear a lot of stories from people that say, people said I would never wanted to do this, they hated on me, and so I'm doing this to show them. Don't do that. I don't like that idea either, because that's kind of like, if your whole,
it's another sense of control. It's just another,
if your whole thing is based on doing the opposite of what someone wants you to do, then what you're doing is still in accordance to what they want, because you're doing just the opposite of what that person said they wanted you to do, and you don't know their intentions, and you're just literally basing what you want to do off of what that other person feels. It doesn't give you,
it's basically like a sheltered child, who just wants to rebel against their parents or something like that. It's very similar to that.
Just don't go into it with the wrong intentions. I would say if you're gonna start anything, start with a very just loving view of yourself. Look at yourself and say, what do I have to offer? And don't ask anybody else.
What are you naturally good at that people say that you're naturally good at? Or like, what type of skills do you have that gives you an advantage over anybody else? Like, we've been doing entertainment stuff, so yeah, that's an advantage for us. And we also have been talking to each other about controversial topics all the time. So that's something, that's a niche. Right. You feel me? Just find your niche.
It could be something as simple as, damn, I go to work every day and everyone there thinks I'm funny. Right. How about I see if more people than that think I'm funny?
Right.
Oh, I'm very good at giving advice to people. I make them smile when they come to me with their problems, and they always tell me I give the best advice. Go online and give that advice to other people. Do good. Don't go after something with the means of revenge or something like that. Go into it thinking, what can I provide to people? Look at people. Understand that what you want to do is help them in any means possible. If you're making them laugh, making them cry, making them happy, making them feel something, whatever you do well, find a way to put that out there in the humblest way possible. And people,
and the way that the world is right now, bro, you can make money doing anything. Like, you can make a living literally from your passion if you give it 100% of your heart, bro. Because the way that this online business space is working, bro, you can develop a product and sell that as a service throughout the whole world in one spot. Bro, it's like, there's no reason for you not to be pursuing the life that you've been wanting to. Back in the day, our parents, they didn't really have as many opportunities and options that we have, so they're not going to understand what we have right here, what type of opportunity we have in front of us right now. So you can't base that old world thinking based on the present world right now, because it's not the same. This is not the same earth.
Yeah, I mean, quite literally, they don't see it. They don't see it, and a lot of us don't see it. I understand where they're coming from. Back in their day, if they had a great idea, and they probably did, most people, I think, I haven't done a study, but most people could probably say that they had an idea at one time in their life that they didn't act on, and watched another person just capitalize on it. I know people that claim they invented toilet paper before it existed. I know people that claim that they had the idea for PayPal before it ever existed. And my question to them is, why you didn't do it? Why you didn't do it? You had it there. Nowadays, as opposed to our parents, they probably knew 30 people at most that they could sell a product to, or anything, sell anything to, whether you want to call it a product or a service or whatever. They probably knew about 30 people, or could probably get into contact indirectly with maybe 70 people at the most. Nowadays, you got all 7 billion of the people at your fingertips. The means of travel, the means of transportation is a cost that is dead at this point. We're not worried about that. We don't have to go to California to reach someone in California. You can see me and hear me and feel me right through this. And I hope you do. And I hope you understand that that is the reality of our world. Maybe people make you think that there's some sort of, obstacles in your way. There's really not. There's really not. And if there are, you won't find out until you try.
Yeah, the biggest obstacle is going to be your own mind and your own self, bro. We the only ones holding us back. There's nothing external that can stop you from pursuing what you want to do. At the end of the day, we are the masters of our own fate, and we are in control of our life 100%. So if you have an idea, I'm going to let you know right now, an idea is 100% worthless without execution and a plan. If you don't have a plan and you're not willing to put the work in, the idea is worth $0. It's worth zero time, zero effort. So unless you actually sit down, find out what's the steps, reverse engineer the idea to make it manifest, there's no way that you're going to ever do it. And you can't be mad at another man for executing on the idea that you had first, but they found a way to actually make it happen in the real world. So that's really the idea. The idea is probably 1% of the whole scope of the project. The other 99 is the execution part. Anybody can come up with anything. We have countless ideas every day.
Yeah. No, I mean, exactly. And I hate to burst your bubble, I really do, but whatever idea you're thinking of, this should be a very liberating statement. I can see how you could take it as something like belittling to you or something like that if you're thinking this way. But if you have an idea and you think it's a valuable idea, chances are a lot of other people have that idea. And I say that to myself, I say that to Elgin, I say that to anybody that I care about, that just because you had an idea, you are not the only brain on this planet that could come up with that idea. For the most part, you and your whole personality has a lot to do with the ideas you've accumulated through other people in your life. I live by the idea that, and I say idea, but I live by the statement that people do not have ideas. Ideas have people. And when an idea attracts a certain person, and that person has the willingness to go after it, and like he said, turn it into something, into the real world, that's where humans become valuable. It's straight up. That's where humans become valuable, because all ideas already exist. It's about who can put together, it's like a magic potion. You get the gorilla toenails and the snake thorns and the sugar and the spice and everything nice, and you put it in the thing, and then you have a potion that works. You don't go ahead and just have the idea and think you deserve something because of that. I'm sorry to break it to you, but I've watched too many dumb people outwork smart people in this day and age. I've seen people with just beautiful lives who probably couldn't answer a simple math equation, and they deserve everything that they get because they reaped it themselves, because they went out and got it, while the smart, educated college graduate sat home and said, I deserve everything because I'm smart. Here's my grades to prove it. I'm telling you, man, those simple-minded dumb dudes are gonna outwork you every single time,
it's
man.
Because they're not afraid. They're not overanalyzing the situation.
Right.
A lot of us smart people, we overanalyze situations, just thinking about all the outcomes that can happen, or thinking, dang, like I wish I had this idea of like a year ago, because now I feel like time is passing. But regardless, tomorrow's going to come regardless of what what kind of idea you have. So it's either you're going to act on it today and make the most out of today in this situation, or you're going to dwell on the past and never move forward because you're afraid of something that's really not even real. You're afraid of the past, and you're afraid of missing out on you. It's the FOMO, the fear of missing out, the fear of missing out on an opportunity that is in front of you right now that you can grasp, because you think time is an issue. And all I have to say is, for those people who analyze and overanalyze situations, bro, just go ahead and attack it, bro. Like, find out the first step today, and then tomorrow find out the next step, and just do a step every day, and then you're gonna be surprised when you look up 365 days from now what you done built. Because I know I look up now and it's like, bro, like, we really got a whole website. Like, we got 10 music videos up, we got 30 podcasts out, and I don't even remember how we even did it. Bro, can you like really think about how this stuff happened, like how all of this is here, bro?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you straight up, progress, I get, at least in my mind, like, this is just how I feel, progress never feels like progress. It never feels like progress. It feels like maintenance. Progress always feels like, okay, got that done. And because we live in an age of instant gratification, it usually sucks when you finish a project and you're done with it. You know, I do love the project. I love what I just made, and I look at it and I marvel at it. But as far as reaping the benefits of it, when you're done making it, that's only half the story. And you know, everything that we've ever done always just felt like maintenance. Always just felt like keeping up with it. But what you don't see is, you know, and I don't want to be, I'm in a very vague way, what you don't see is the universe shifting around you. You're sitting stationary in your position. You're working on the things that you want to work on. Just think about school or something like that. A lot of people say they start school, and then by the end of the 4 years, they're like, wow, you know, they're always like, I'm really over here wearing this hat and this gown. Like, I just felt like I was maintaining this whole time. I didn't feel like I was moving forward. But you are. Every step you take to invest in yourself and better your craft, you're moving forward. And I promise you, it will not feel like it. So do not be discouraged. Just keep going.
Like, do you ever, like,
left, right,
do you
left.
know those people who sometimes, like, they always in a messed up situation, or like something bad always happens to them?
Yes.
And it's like, it seems like it's a coincidence to them, but like, from the outside looking in, you could tell that it's the person's mindset and the way that they view the universe.
And sometimes it's the hardest thing to tell them.
Those situations to them.
Sometimes it's the hardest thing to tell them.
Yeah.
I've, you know, and I think that might be something I need to work on more. But I know so many people that I don't know what to tell them when they talk to me and they say, oh man, my life, man, I wish I could do what I want to do, but this happened to me, and this happened to me, and this happened to me, and this happened to me. And most of the time I'm looking at them and I'm like, it's kind of like all your fault. Yeah,
you did. But you created the environment for that to happen.
But that should be the most liberating thing. When I tell you that everything that's going on in your life is your fault, that's liberating. I promise you it is. And here's why I'm gonna say this. Because if it's true that you can dig yourself into that hole, then that means that you could also climb on top the mountain that you created while you were digging that hole. As easy as it is to dig a hole for yourself and sit in it, you could dig that same dirt, make a mountain out of it, and stand on top of the mountain. It's all your perspective. It's the environment that you create. You did whether you like it or not, you did all the hard work to put yourself in the shitty position that you're in. Mm-hmm. And if all of that hard work was focused in a different direction, you'd be reaping the benefits of it. And, you know, a lot of that also is God. You know, a lot of times God wants you to see, wants to see your, free will at play. He wants to see you do what you want to, you want to do. And he knows that there are lessons that you need to learn. So don't Don't shy away from them. Learn those lessons the second that you see them in front of you. I promise you, it'll save you from having to take that class again. When you see a problem that you created right in front of your face, own up to it, be humble, and say, I made this mess. I got to analyze this mess. How did I do it? And I'm going to clean it up. And I promise you, you're way less likely to make that decision the next time. And you're doing yourself a huge favor by owning up to your shit. Just wanted to say that. Yeah.
Yep.
Like, it really is. It's a, I forgot, it was an inspiring quote one time that said, luck is real, but it's your actions that put you in the position to receive more of bad luck or more good luck, because the universe does happen at random for the most part. And I'm not blaming a car accident on you, but I'm saying that when you put your life in a certain position, the amount of bad versus good things changes. Mm-hmm. The amount of good things that just coincidentally come your way because you're making the right decisions and doing the right thing and just doing what's right, what you know is right, you put yourself in a position for way more stray good luck bullets to hit you versus bad luck bullets. Okay, there's always stuff flying around, but you could put yourself in a better position. I promise you that. So
yeah, and I think that kind of leads into the last topic I wanted to talk about, as far as like the benefits of writing things down and manifesting, the things that you want in your life, just from a simple thing that you could do every day. It's very sustainable, easy to do. It's something that I take pride in. I have about at least 15 notebooks for all the things I do, bro, and I write down every idea that I have, and I also, in my notes on my iPhone, I just keep ideas in there as well. And just because if you don't write it down, but there's no way that you're gonna remember all the thoughts that you have in a day, because we probably have over 10,000 different thoughts or ideas come through our head that it's impossible to keep track of. Mm-hmm. And you don't know when that thought's gonna come back. So always keep a notebook handy with you, a pen and a pad, bro, and just write it down, because that little small idea can lead you to another thought that leads you to the actual business that you want to create for yourself, or the actual things that you want to pursue in your life. So I was talking to my girl yesterday, bro, and I was just like, man, like, I wonder why whenever you write things down, they actually do come true, and it attracts things to you. And it made me think about the Egyptians and the pyramids, like the way that they used to, write scrolls and write things in the stones of the pyramids, and what would lead them to do something like that. They obviously had other things to worry about, like invasions, growing crops,
more stuff than
more stuff than
about.
we do. Yeah, like they had people enslaved, like they had other things that they can be doing other than writing in scrolls and writing in stone. And it made me think, it was like they were definitely tapped into a greater consciousness than we were. So the only reason why they would do that is because they knew that was the process on how to manifest the life that you want. That's the only reason why they would, use their time, their valuable time, to do something like that. Because that's the steps that you have to take to make something like that happen, to build something as great as the pyramids in a society that was the richest, most resourceful, society ever made at that point and at that time. So it just, so I don't see why we wouldn't do that if our ancestors have showed us the process on how to build something that beautiful and that amazing. You feel me? So
they were so efficient and so good at what they did that we think aliens did it,
right?
Because we cannot just believe that people would work that hard or work that efficiently. I don't know where you stand on the whole ancient aliens thing, but hey, man,
I feel like the whole ancient alien argument is just something to make people believe that we aren't capable of building something that beautiful or something that amazing.
Yeah, I sort of feel that way.
It's the same thing with Jesus. They try to make Jesus seem like somebody that's unattainable, bro. We all have Jesus in us. We can be that. But they make it so, they make him seem like he's so perfect and unattainable to where we feel wrong for even believing that we can become that.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah. Anytime that
they
anybody
try to detach us from that.
I mean, you can even like say that about like just any normal person nowadays, like that just accomplishes great things. Like people just in their minds think Elon Musk is like another is like a from another world. It's like it's so second nature to us to look at amazing things and say that's otherworldly. That's from something else. Something else that we can't ever tap into has that power that, you know, we just can't do, you know, because we you know, if we could do it, then why aren't we doing it?
Right.
And you know, I believe our society at this point on Earth is like in a fallen state. It's in a point where we need to really do self-reflecting. I think there's a, you know, I mean, maybe in another podcast I'll talk about how I feel like the Great Awakening is on its way, but people are very lost, and that's one reason why they're lost. It's a thing called learned helplessness. We learn that we cannot achieve the things that we've seen other people achieve. We've seen it happen on this earth, and we think for some reason we can't do it. It's crazy. It makes no sense to me. It used to make sense, and that's why I'm trying to tell you that it's really a mindset. It's really whenever you believe that you could live forever, maybe you can. Just try.
You can. You only die whenever you mentally, you know, like cash out or tap out. Whenever you choose to mentally suppress yourself, that's when you're dead. There's a bunch of people who are alive on this earth who are mentally dead. Yeah, like because you're not actually moving in the way that you know that you're supposed to, and that's why you're depressed. That's why you have sickness in your body, and that's why all these other things are happening to you, and all these negative things are attracting you, because you aren't actually living in the true version of yourself. You never really took the time to find out what is my purpose on this earth, and what did God tell me to come on this earth to do? What did he tell me to say? Who did he want me to meet? What type of, you know, value did he want me to bring to his society? You feel me? Like that's you can totally be on this earth living and have no sense of self and no sense of life at all. You just a body moving. And that doesn't ever end. That's something that's going to continue to happen until you shift your mindset and your paradigm. You can't be afraid to do that.
And there's no shame in finding out that you're one of them. I was one of them.
I was one of them. So
I know there people that I love the most are one of them. There are very few people that I don't think that what we're saying is crazy, and I hope you're not one of them. And this is just living testament. That's all I want to be for people as an example. And you know, all you have to do, and I tell people all the time, like, if I sit down, because a lot of times people come to me, I think I give good advice to people, and people come to me for advice even though they know they hate it. People hate my advice and they come back to it, and that's one thing that I always think about. But I tell them that most of the time I try to do it in the lightest way possible, but most of the time I tell them, oh, so you're telling me your girlfriend and your friends and the job that you work at, they're all treating you terribly, right? So you chose that girlfriend, you chose those friends, and you chose that job, and they're all horrible, and they're all making your life hell. Sounds like you put yourself in this situation, buddy. So the liberating part in that is that everything can be your fault, but as soon as you realize it, it's over. As soon as you realize that you are actually that you can be perfect today, you can just start doing the right thing today, you can start being a good person today, you can start putting down those bad habits today, and you're not like bound by some like, oh, but you know that the human body goes through withdrawals, and the studies say that it's impossible to do this and that because blah 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 blah. Try it and let's see. So, fuck the study. You don't know what people they put that on. If you realize your faults today, people always say I'm fighting my demons. Bro, walk out the room. of the demons. Don't fight with them. Stop dealing with them.
You don't have to fight
Just
your demons
leave.
if you detach
Just
yourself
leave.
from the demons. Like,
why you fighting them? You walked into the octagon to fight your demons. Leave them alone. They gone. They're not even real.
they're not even your demons.
Yeah, they somebody else's.
You are
problem.
associating those demons with yourself. They're the demons of the world. They're
gonna be yours as long as you call
for
them
everybody,
yours.
bro. Drugs, sex, all this, lust, all this stuff is for everybody, bro. It's just who's gonna attach themselves and their identity to those demons.
Yeah.
And until you stop,
that's not
having
your
that
demons.
in your environment, that's when it's gonna end for you. And you got to stop accepting that as your reality. You feel me?
Yeah.
That don't have to be yours. You choosing to have those demons because you get a thrill and that's your sense of life whenever you feel like you fighting and are feeling those demons because you're not filling that void with something positive. That void is gonna get filled with either something positive and something godly, or something negative and something from Satan. And you have to decide which one you want to fill it with.
Yeah.
And you make that choice every day.
Hey, demons don't have the choice whether they're gonna be demons or angels. You have the choice. You're still on God's green earth. You have the choice to walk away from whatever is wrong with you. Like I don't know, man. They got this idea on trauma and things that happen to you in life, and people feel like they're just supposed to succumb to the things that happened to them that made them who they are. It's not true, man. You can look at somebody being a good person and just, if you don't know how to do it yourself, just copy somebody. Exactly. You know what good looks like. Copy them, do what they do, and see how it works for you. And if it don't work right for you, then just adjust.
And I'm sure we all know people who went through those stages where they had those demons or had those addictions and had those problems. I mean, I was one of those people who had issues in the past as far as with shortcomings and negativity and things of that nature attracting to me. But until I took the time to actually reevaluate my life and make the choice to not attach my identity to those things anymore and fill that void with something positive, like this podcast that we're doing and the other things that I do as well, just to make up for those senses of not knowing myself. That's the only reason why you do things is because you don't know who you are. And when you find that out, your whole life is just going to start forming before your eyes, and then God's going to make the path so much clearer for you, bro. And I know it's easy to say, it's easier said than done, but until you actually believe and have faith in that, bro, you're going to keep yourself in that same cycle that you're going to, bring your kids into, bro. Do you want your kids to have to experience the same trauma that you have in your life because you decided not to make a change, something that you have a choice for every day, bro?
Yeah.
So
you attach it to yourself, and then your kids are looking up to you, and they see that in you, and then it becomes part of them. It's a spirit. It takes on people. Just cleanse yourself of it. And when it's a spiritual thing, it's a mental thing, and you can just walk away from it. You can walk away from all the things that's ever troubled you. Forgive and forget. Forgive every person that has ever done you wrong. Forgive every situation that has ever done you wrong. If you ever catch yourself screaming to the heavens and saying, "Oh God, why me?" Look, He chose you because you're the man for the job or the woman for the job. It's that simple. Your life is handed to you, and you are built perfectly for it. I promise you. Just listen to yourself. Not your thoughts, but yourself. Listen to yourself. Understand what you want to do in life, and have no fear. Have no fear. Have no doubt. Do what you know is right, and paradise will make its way for you. It'll be right in front of you. Just turn the right way. It's that simple. How did we start on that?
Don't know.
Let me see the notes.
I think that's it. We just gotta show the video now.
Oh, y'all want to see the video?
Yeah. I gotta send it to you.
Y'all want to see the new video? Okay. Free Water, E-Woods collab, hardest video ever. Inspiration to me. These guys have been doing it way longer than we have. And they're low-key like a blueprint as to us looking up to someone from our city locally doing things that made us feel a little more confident in us doing what we do. So we collaborated with them. Great people over there at Free Water, and here's the video.
Yeah, we.
Oh yeah, oh boy, this shit banging.
When I look in the mirror, it's me versus me. Gotta hold this shit down, do this shit for my team. Gotta shoot my shot like a new vaccine. I don't smoke no weed, cause I gotta stay clean. Lift my head to the sky, put my faith in God. Almost got knocked off, had too much pride. That's why I keep the Glock on tuck on side. If a nigga wanna try, gon' take that ride. And they want my head cause they know I'm a beast. And my flow way too clean, so they call me bleaching. That bitch gotta act like a Georgia peach. Pussy too wet like a Florida beach. Get on her knees, baby gon' suck like leech. Whole gang in the field, 10 toes down like leech. Fizzy thoughts filling my mind, and I can't breathe, but I'm just feeling just fine. I had a bitch on the side, demons they filling my soul, I've been telling them lies. I'ma just look up to God, he say he can't give me shit till I'm happy with mine. You already know I'm a star, do what you want, but ain't nobody taking my shine. And ain't no nigga gon' match my grind, did some shit that I can't describe. Crazy how a nigga here still got life, took something else, had to sacrifice. Got knocked down, but that shit alright. Sometimes shit can't go your way. Living this life gonna go through phases. High nigga up and I'm feeling amazing. Make this shit look easy, man, my life is a breeze. Probably gon' get your bitch on her knees. Suck me up till I'm on E. Better watch your hoe cause she sleazy. Always tryna fuck with me. Just gotta let go, follow your dreams. Only competition I see is the mirror is me versus me. When I look in the mirror, it's me versus me. Gotta hold this shit down, do this shit for my team. Gotta shoot my shot like a new vaccine. I don't smoke no weed cause I gotta stay clean. Lift my head to the sky, put my faith in God. Almost got knocked off, had too much pride. That's why I keep the Glock on tuck on side. If a nigga wanna try, gon' take that ride. And they want my head cause they know I'm a beast. And my flow way too clean, so they call it bleaching. That bitch gotta act like a Georgia peach. Pussy too wet like a Florida beach. Get on her knees, baby gon' suck like leech. Whole gang in the field, 10 toes down like leech. Yeah, bitch. We fucking 10 toes down this motherfucker. We ain't worrying about these puss ass nigga, these fucking flunky, fake ass nigga, man. Playing both sides of the fence ass nigga, 9 birds a gang in this bitch. Yeah, nigga. We out here, nigga, fuck you mean. Come see about it, come hear about it, bitch. Your bitch heard about it, bitch. Yeah.
All right, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. You look great in it, bro.
Yes,
your diet has been doing wonders for your body. I'm gonna just be honest with you, no homo type shit.
Appreciate it, bro.
You look good, bro. The dancing at the end, that shit was tough too.
Right.
So yeah, if you want to let them know anything for episode 30, I hope y'all learned something. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Anything, Elgin?
Yeah, man. Go into the website, sign up for the consultation. You're gonna get me or Jacob, man, or both of us, however you want to do it. We can set something up, help you out, get started with your business, get started with your passion, or just get started with your mental transformation, man. So just hit us up, man. We here to bring value to you. That's our main goal. That's our only goal. And we love all of y'all. And we want y'all to get to the same place where we at, bro, which is, the eternal state of our true self and giving our authentic self to this world, man. So I love y'all. Y'all take care. That's all I got.
9 bird, fly or die. Remember that. Peace out. Episode 30. Love you.